So you've probably seen Mog Coin floating around online and you're wondering, what is this thing? Well, you've come to the right place. On a technical level, it's a cryptocurrency on the Ethereum network, an ERC20 token. But what's really grabbing everyone's attention is what its community calls it, the internet's first culture coin. At its heart, Mog is a meme coin. That means its value is pretty much entirely driven by social media buzz and community hype. But the people behind it frame it as something more, almost like a cultural movement that's built around viral content and a very specific online identity. And this whole idea of a culture coin is really key to understanding Mog's popularity. So what does that actually mean? Well, it all kicks off with this simple but pretty powerful mantra. You will see this phrase everywhere if you look into the Mog community. It's Mog or get mogged. It's not just some catchy slogan. It really represents a mindset of confidence, of success, of just outperforming everyone else. This idea is the absolute core of the project's entire identity.
And all these little cultural pieces, they build on each other to create this Mog identity. You've got the smug cat mascot, which totally embodies that confident vibe. Then there's the viral trend of everyone slapping pit vipers sunglasses on their profile pictures. It became like a visual signature for the whole community. This organic buzz even pulled in celebrities. And the community itself, the Moggers, they are known for being incredibly active online.
So yeah, if you strip away all the memes and the catchphrases, this is the ethos they're trying to promote. It's this idea of self-improvement and just embracing a winning mentality. The coin itself, it's really just the vehicle for the shared cultural idea. So how does a culture like that translate into an actual token? Well, it starts with the numbers. The tokenomics, which is just a fancy word for the economics of the token, are a huge part of its design. And when you first see the total supply, it can be a little shocking. Yeah, that's not a typo. Around 391 trillion Mog tokens are out there. This absolutely massive supply is why a single token costs a tiny, tiny fraction of a cent. It's actually a pretty common strategy for meme coins, and it's kind of psychological. It lets people own millions or even billions of tokens for just a few bucks, which makes them feel like a major holder. And to really make sense of that huge number, it helps to know the difference between total and max supply. Total supply is basically what exists right now, not counting any tokens that have been permanently destroyed or burned. Max supply, on the other hand, is the absolute limit, the total number of coins that can ever exist. For Mog, these two numbers are almost the same. This chart here shows you that burn mechanism in action. To create a bit of scarcity, a portion of the supply is sent to a wallet that no one can ever access again. It's destroyed forever. As you can see, about 7% of the total supply has been taken out of circulation for good, which puts a little bit of deflationary pressure on all the tokens that are left. Okay, so the tokenomics are one piece of the puzzle, but it's the community that really pushes a project like this forward. So let's take a quick look at the people involved. A really crucial part of Mog's story is its fair launch. This is a huge deal in the crypto world because it means there was no special presale for insiders or venture capitalists. Everyone had the same chance to buy in from day one, which really fits with the community's whole decentralized vibe. And, even with the wild price swings you'd expect from a meme coin, the community sentiment stays incredibly positive. Polling data shows that the vast majority of holders are bullish on the project's future, which really says a lot about the strength of that cultural identity we were talking about. Now, with any meme coin, we have to be realistic. It is absolutely essential to understand the risks involved, and Mog is definitely no exception. These risks are pretty much universal for all meme coins. The price is extremely volatile. Seriously, think of it less like a stock and more like a lottery ticket that's tied to Twitter trends. Since it doesn't have the real-world utility of a project like Ethereum, its value is almost entirely based on hype and sentiment. That makes it a highly, highly speculative asset. On the security side of things, you'll hear that Mog's contract is renounced. All this means is that the original creators have given up control. They can't go back and change the code, which is great because it prevents certain types of scams. It's a big plus for transparency. But, and this is super important to understand, this does not protect you from market risk. The price can still drop, and the value can still go to zero. So what's on the horizon for Mog? Well, if we take a look at the project's official roadmap, we can get a pretty good idea of where they're trying to go. The roadmap shows a clear plan to become more than just a cultural symbol. First up, the goal is to get listed on more major exchanges, which would make it easier for more people to buy. Second, they want to expand to other blockchains like Base.
But the most significant step is the long-term plan to build real utility by integrating with DeFi, that's decentralized finance. We're talking about things like NFT marketplaces or yield farming. That could finally give the token a real purpose beyond its meme status.
And that really leaves us with the big question for Mog, and honestly, for any project like it. It has definitely captured a moment and built a powerful online culture around it. The challenge now is whether it can keep that energy going and prove that a shared mindset can actually translate into long-term value. That's the tightrope that every single culture coin has to walk.